Oh, I like this pretty much so, my gorgeous aquamarines, because the 29th of January 2020, it's actually not only become the whole new stage when it comes to you, when it comes to the certain new beginning, like pretty much so connected to the particular part of your life that was very slow. It was rather slowing you down in the past 8 months, precisely, but most certainly this is all going to be with the fact that you are going to be able to allow yourself to go on the whole next level, whole new level in your life, of your particular spiritual journey. Just remember, my gorgeous aquamarinis, it's all within you. It's all inside you. The actual truth is coming from you. The truth is coming from inside you. Your truth is coming from your own illumination. But sometimes you just have to like play really safely and be very careful in order to reach the certain stage or a certain point in your life where you feel this particular sense of security, which is very smart and it's very clever and it's nothing unusual, because most certainly you are not the signs, or you are not the people who are actually going to be just kind of doing things without thinking, or even if sometimes when you do things pretty quickly with a snap of a finger, you still know pretty much so that this is leading towards the particular stage or towards like a certain stage of your life, and therefore you already subconsciously are able to make a certain connection. So therefore when you say, oh, you can just make a decision by like with a snap of your finger, like really quickly, it is a beautiful magical moment in time, because of lots of other signs are unable to do this simply because they may be afraid or they're not aware of the certain depths like you are, for example, my gorgeous aquamarinis. My point is that the 29th of January 2020 is going to be like a ridiculously important time for you, because most certainly you are about to find out the truth, which is going to literally change your life. This truth is going to be very strong and it's going to be very powerful, and at the same time it's about to activate you in such a magical way where you are going to find yourself like feeling like a lots of energy and lots of optimism and lots of positive energy. I'm not saying that you were miserable. I'm not saying that you were tired. I'm not saying that you were like all down. No, baby, no. I'm just saying that the balance of energy is just going to allow you to go through this particular dimension. Once you reach this particularly high levels of consciousness and subconsciousness, this is all going to lead towards your own illumination, and that in itself, it's going to shake you up to the certain point where you're just going to kind of like start getting like a rather sharp picture about a kind of an uneasy stage or an uneasy part of your life, or uncertainty is most certainly going to become a certainty. Very important, because this is just going to protect you. It's going to protect your power. It's going to protect your energy, and you're also most certainly going to make an important decision on this particular day, which is just going to lead towards like immaculate and absolutely remarkable change indeed. It is going to help you a lot, because on one hand you are going to start getting your focus back. Pay attention, please. I'm not saying you're not pay attention, but focus back. It means that this focus is coming from the balance that was affecting you for the past 24 months. Yes, my gorgeous aquamarinis, for the past 24 months. So now you're about to get this focus. As more unbalanced you were before, the more clear focus you're actually going to have. This focus is going to allow you to understand a certain part of your life that you didn't understand before. This is very important, because on another hand, you are going to make a decision that you wouldn't normally make. And this is all to do with this particular illumination, which is going to, on another hand, reveal and pinpoint a certain potential, what you need to pay attention to, Something really little is going to come up really huge. A particular little seed on this day is just going to be floating around you, floating around your energy, floating around your aura, and it's going to require from you to dig a little bit, just to do a little bit of diggy, my gorgeous aquamarinis, just to grab that seed and plant it yourself. And in order to grab that seed, obviously, you know, you just need to make sure that what is happening around you, it's real. What is happening around you on the 29th of January 2020, it's going to be very important for you to realize that it's just all about you moving forward and going forward, but at the same time to make sure that you understand that after this moment in time you are going to be thriving. You're going to be thriving because of two reasons. The reason number one is because karmically you had a lot to do so far until you reached this certain point. A lot to do so far. It's not only about like love and this and that. It's a lot to do with your emotions. It's a lot to do with your directions. It's a lot to do with like maybe certain tortured feelings that were created through certain uncertainty because you weren't too sure what the outcomes are going to be. There were like about 3 different outcomes that the aquamarinis have been kind of dreading from or have been uncertain about for the past 24 months that were affecting you. Believe me or not, this is all about the balance of energy that just reached a certain stage, certain level when it's just been enough, which means that you had enough of your little lessons. I'm again not going to say mistakes, but these were lessons that you simply had to go through. If you didn't have to go through these lessons, you wouldn't reach this beautiful, illuminating and a very powerful moment, powerful stage of your life. It is just so strong and so powerful that I can't even explain to you that, you know, like sometimes, you know, there is a lot that can prevent us to move on in our lives if we are uncertain, because uncertainty, it's coming from us, it's coming from our thoughts, it's coming from our thinking, it's coming from our energy, and therefore it's affecting us without even realizing, and therefore it prevents us to move on. And this is what was happening to you, my gorgeous aquamarini. So that's why I'm saying this point on the 29th of January, it's actually going to reveal an important, remarkable new beginning, an important, remarkable new stage. I really get so excited when it comes to you because it's all also about the old, something old that you wanted to do, but most certainly the whole new plan will come through, the whole new option, the whole new idea through the actual old process of the certain invitation and opportunity that you had some while ago, sometimes back, and not that long ago, you started to work on something new, you started to work on something different, you started to kind of like work on a certain project or certain idea or certain option or a certain realization. So now this is all going to come through at the same time, and most certainly it's going to bring you the hope and confidence that you really needed. That hope and confidence at the same time is going to bring you determination, and it's going to enhance you, and it's all about this opportunity that you will take on, opportunity that is going to become the part of your life, an opportunity that is literally going to change your life. It is most certainly, of course, the beginning of the year 2020, but for you, my gorgeous aquamarinis, this is going to be absolutely remarkable, because not only you're going to become very happy with yourself, very happy with yourself. You're going to become very successful after this moment in time, because you are going through the very particular door. This particular door that you are going through on the 29th of January, it's also going to be stepping into the right dimension. It's so good, it's so brilliant, and you know what? You're going to get your little spiritual slap, and after this moment in time, you will just kind of like have realization, oh, why did I do this? Why did I bring myself down? Why did I punish myself? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I enjoy this? Why didn't I enjoy that? And it's so wonderful, because it's just like a very good shaky moments that you're going to have. I'm saying it's wonderful because it's important to understand that it all comes from you. It's all going to come from within you. You will realize, my gorgeous aquamarinis, that you have to trust to yourself. You have to trust yourself, because the power is within you. You have got your own power, and you are the one who needs needs to activate it. You are the one who needs to start. You are the one who needs to pay attention the way your starting point is going to be, where this moment illumination is going to happen. When my gorgeous aquamarinis, it's brilliant, because if you get it right here, if you get it right within you, there is nothing in this world that is actually going to stop you. This is absolutely mind-blowing, and it's absolutely almost unbelievable what a crazy but really important year you are going to have. It's going to be very emotional. It's going to be very successful. It's going to be very powerful, but the power of vibration is going to be so significant when it comes to you learning things throughout the whole year. Okay, I'm giving you a bit of like an extra here, purely because I get very excited, because I know that this year is going to be very absolutely turning point for you, my gorgeous aquamarini. So after the 29th of January, this is going to be your turning point, okay? But the year is going to be very powerful, very busy, very successful. So after the 29th of January, you go, baby, go. Whatever you want to do, go for it. Whatever you want to start, go for it. Whatever you want to achieve, you just go for it, as aggressive as you can. Be as nice as you can, but as aggressive as you can, because it's going to be absolutely superb what is going to be unfolding for you throughout this year. When it comes to your success after the 29th of January, it's going to be like, oh my God, like crazy, absolutely fantastic, absolutely fantastic. You will have this ability to project your energy. Okay, think positive, be positive, because your energy of projection is going to be stronger than anything. Yes, you will go emotionally. It's going to be like, oh God, there are certain things that are going to be happening emotionally. So emotionally, yes, you will be tested, but at the same time, my gorgeous aquamarinis, I have to let you know that you will be tested with things that are normal in life, with things that are going in life that are normal, that we have to go through. And then also sometimes, you know, they don't make us feel too excited, too happy, but most certainly it's just looking at the things from a different angle, and every single pain and every single negativity and every single bad thing that we are going through, it's actually building us, and it's making us more powerful, it's making us more strong, and on another hand, it's making our spiritual journey more significant. There is just so much going to happen. It's just going to be absolutely unbelievable, my gorgeous aquamarinis. And I'm going to take just one card out now as well. Okay, you see, absolutely remarkable. And this is the time when something really significant is going to start unfolding for you. It's the greatest moment in time of the success, something that you expected, but also a little surprise is going to happen down on the line as well, on the 29th of January 2020. And it's all going to be about you, about a certain radiance that is about to bring you the whole new focus, and that in itself is going to activate you like there is no tomorrow, and it's going to provide you with a certain opportunity that you wouldn't think that you would have. And most certainly you're going to start kind of like a really being drawn to the new learning experience sorry, new learning experience. On another hand, my gorgeous aquamarines, after the 29th of January, towards the end, you know, few days, yeah, you just anything that you feel drawn to, like when it comes to the certain learning experience, even if it's a baby little learning experience, baby learning experience, baby learning experience, baby experience, baby experience, baby learning experience, baby learning experience. My goodness, even if it's a little experience, then it doesn't matter. It's just gonna come hidden, like a hidden sense of its how able it is, hidden sense of its success, hidden sense of how big it is. So it's gonna require from you to dig that a little bit deeper. Very good indeed. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous aquamarinis, Aquarius, and it's for January 2020. I cannot believe we're already in January, my lord. And it's for you, my gorgeous aquamarinis, and it's for January 2020. And basically your number when it comes to numerology is, guess what? Bam, 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 number 11. Of course, it's number 11. It is a sacred number. It is a powerful number. It also means that what you waited for a long time, it's about to happen. What you waited for a long time, it's about to be yours. is going to be rather coming out and from the complex situation that was affecting you, and it was bringing you down and really badly affected you, affected your performance, affected how you felt, and messed you up for the certain amount of time that you couldn't understand exactly emotionally what to do, what was going on, and that kind of projected on you in such a way where it kind of messed you up a little bit. And this is all going to be a complete opposite, because you are reaching a very important stage. And number 11 means the beginning, a sacred beginning, an important beginning. You need to pay attention to your dreams throughout these months. It's number 11, so it means that you're that much closer to the different dimension. You are at the entrance. Number 11 means that throughout the months, you are really going to find yourself on an entrance, on the edge, in between this dimension and a different dimension. The different dimension is your dimension, connected to your spirituality, your spirit guides, your guardian angels. So therefore the power of your mind is going to be able to stretch that much further, and that in itself is also going to provide you with this power that you wouldn't normally have throughout this month. And you know what, there is a certain vision that you are going to have. That vision is so important, that vision is so good, and that vision is going to provide you with an option where you need to make a certain adjustment, and what you need to change, what you should change about your life, but it needs to come from you, from nobody else. Okay, it is the very wise time that you are actually going to have throughout this month. This also number 11 means, but most importantly, something is also going to be revealed to you through your dreams. So it's very a powerful moment in time to just to remind you. I know I said it before, but it's important. I'm sorry, my babies. It's important to remind you that when you wake up in the morning at around the 11th and the 21st and the 31st, at around the 11th of January, 21st and the 31st of January, just make sure that you watch what's pay attention to see what is on the very first thing on your mind in the morning. Okay, make sure that you pay attention, because some kind of like a problem is going to be revealed to you. Not a problem, but what you should do and how you should do the necessary adjustment, but most certainly how you should do this edit, but even more importantly, what exactly you need to do what exactly is requiring your attention. And this is going to be quite interesting, because it's going to be something that you wouldn't think is going to require your attention about other things. But this is when the secret is going to start becoming quite interesting. Not a secret, but something is going to come through that it's going to show something about your own ability. And this is going to be something that you're going to take on later on, that is going to become a significant part of your spiritual journey, and you will see exactly what I mean. On another hand, number 11 also means that you are having control over a situation, and this is a very good, because it's all about this control that you will feel. It's going to be a powerful moment in time, because you are going through your own rebirth, and that it's going to increase your strength, increase your courage. That courage is going to help you to sort out the problem with somebody in your life, certain person in your life, the family member, somebody in your life whom maybe things didn't go quite well, maybe something happened, something shaky, you know, and it's just kind of made you both maybe react in a certain way. It was a kind of overreaction. So it's very important to see which person you kind of should kind of like maybe talk or maybe see who you need to kind of sort out things with. But the bottom line is, so there is some kind of problem going to come to an end with the person who you don't necessarily hate or dislike or anything like that, but it's something that happened through the certain misunderstanding, but you should really iron it out with your spiritual beautiful iron. And this is important, because it's just going to be harmonious energy, and your wiseness is going to reach a very advanced levels, and that is going to illuminate you in a different way, and you're just going to realize that it's better to forgive forgive and forget rather than just stretch something down, which is just going to bring so much negativity into your life. However, it's going to be important. On another hand, it is just all about the actual energy that you are going to have and determination that you need. The determination that you needed is going to be the main part, the main bit that is coming through your angels, to your spiritual leaders, to your spirit guides, through the universe. And that determination, it's going to reflect on your life and what are you hoping for now? What are you focusing on? And you're most certainly going to take something and take it away a long, long, long way away to the success that you would never had or you would never have if you didn't actually go through such a sacred month like January. It's going to open up your eyes toward things that are just going to reflect on you in a completely different way. And it's all about the understanding, forgiving, and it's all about going on the next step, next stage without holding any grudge or anything like that about ourselves, about anybody else. Absolutely fantastic, mind-blowing moment in time. As I said, it's all about your own illumination, which is just going to lead you and push you towards the potential that you should be watering in order to grow like there is no tomorrow. Do not forget to water your own potential, because if you don't water the plant, it's going to die, and this is exactly what you need to do. You need to do this, and that is going to push you, as I said, to go forward, and you're going to be thriving so much. It's unbelievable. On another hand, it is just basically January. It's going to make you realize, that it's a rather beautiful, swift change of a very slow stage and a slow process in your life. And this is also going to happen to you at the same time, and it's going to confirm something to you. And it's very, very important because it's all about your own power, and it's all about this beautiful balance that is coming through, and the advice, and important, very, very wise advice you're going to get at the same time through somebody who is very much so very good person in your life, somebody who you really love, somebody who you really like, somebody who's like maybe your son, maybe your daughter, maybe your sister, maybe your brother, maybe your mother, maybe your husband, whatever, but through somebody very special, very significant, very powerful, very, like a prominent figure in your life, somebody who knows you really well. It's going to give you an absolutely mind-blowing advice. That advice, it's also going to help you to deal with a certain news, but also at the same time it's going to kind of make you help you to make an important decision, and it's coming to the right person who understands you, who supports you, who is going to on one hand confirm something to you, but on another hand it's just that little bit of information that you needed, varumish moment in time, because it's going to really influence you, and it's going to be rather impactful when it comes to you, my gorgeous aquamarinis. On another hand, what else I was going to say is just basically, when it comes to your health and when it comes to January 2020, it's a lot to do with your sinuses, it's a lot to do with your head, it's a lot to do with your chest, and it's a lot to do with your throat. So of course, it's a cold and flu symptoms. The cold and flu symptoms that are going to be very specific here. And I'm going to say to you to actually, I said millions of times, organic acerola cherry powder. It's a natural form of vitamin C. I don't like a synthetic vitamin C that you get in the natural health shops because they sell ascorbic acid, but ascorbic acid is not natural form. It's not a natural form of vitamin C, but they just lie however they can, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just telling you, it's just basically it would be the best to get something like organic acerola cherry powder. I said this millions of times. You take 1 little glass of this, it's like a gold little liquid, seriously. And you take 1 teaspoon, you put in a little glass of water every single morning, and then you just drink it like that the first thing in the morning. I'm having my moments. Oh Lord! Yeah, so basically that's what you do. Yeah, so you take like organic acerola cherry powder, which is going to provide you with a really beautiful and nice amount of vitamin C every single day. It will be fantastic indeed. On another hand, I also highly suggest you to get something like chamomile. Organic chamomile tea would be absolutely fantastic. I said millions of times that also a chamomile tea is not a regular tea. It's not a natural. It's not a natural. sorry, it's not a regular tea. It's not a tea that it's like a normal tea. You know, it's a very, very powerful. Chamomile is absolutely mind-blowing when it comes to your own health, when it comes to your own rejuvenation, when it comes to flushing out the toxins out of the systems, which is rather important as well. I would highly suggest to have a chamomile tea, organic chamomile tea on daily basis every single day, and have it like a basically like at around like maybe lunchtime or whatever, you know, but without sugar. If you have to, then you put like a stevia. Stevia is safe and it's okay. Or apart from stevia, maybe you can have organic like a honey, you know, for example, you know, just don't have a normal sugar. I can't stand it. It's a standard. It's worse than anything. On another hand, what else I was going to say, you are going to really benefit from vitamin D, natural vitamin D, natural supplement without any horrible chemicals or anything like that. If you can like go in the sun and get it, you soak yourself in the sun, that's even better, you know. Otherwise, you just get like a natural form of vitamin D, or eat food which is going to be high in vitamin D. It's going to be very good for your bones, and also muscles. Muscles are going to be quite sensitive. You're going to have quite a lot going on, but this is nothing unusual. You're going to be very optimistic, and it's a lot going to be going on around you, so you're not going to kind of like, it's not going to affect you, but it would be really good to go with this particular flow and just feed yourself, you know, feed yourself with the right supplement. So basically it's like a magnesium. You're going to require a little bit of natural magnesium for your muscles, and also B vitamins for two reasons. B vitamins I need you to take because of the it's very good for the muscles, but also on another hand it's going to help you with your stress levels and with your nervous system, but on another, because you're going to get a little bit stressed, but on another hand it's also going to be very beneficial for your digestion. So I covered absolutely the whole thing here. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP, because only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. I have to say this. Okay, so now basically going on the very first date, my gorgeous aquamarine, is that it's going to be rather significant. Of course, it's going to be 4th of January. The 4th of January is just going to be so good, because it's just very, very important to use your own experience, to actually make a certain decision. Don't get uneven mind. I say uneven mind is just something I just made up right now, probably. Uneven mind is just like when you're not kind of paying attention to and this can be caused because of many reasons. Many outside things can actually cause this, you see, uneven balance, and it kind of like takes you where you shouldn't be taken, and then you get confused, and you require certain advice when you should be just listening to yourself. And this is when you get yourself being challenged in a certain situation. So the 4th of January you will be challenged, and just remember that you've got enough experience and enough Vavumish energy in order to deal with this. So important. At the same time, somebody is going to confirm something to you. Somebody's going to confirm something to you, and the 4th of January is going to become a very important day when it comes to your own transformation. Clear away the old to make a way for the new. Indeed, it's very important, because it's going to require certain alteration from you, certain like an edit from you. And edit, it's also going to happen through you realizing that maybe somebody was like a little bit dishonest about something, and that in itself is just going to kind of like put their glasses down, sunglasses, so you will be able to see their eyes in the future, you see. Very important. On another hand, 4th of January, it's also going to reveal fantastic. Oh, something is going to happen here. Look, you're very powerful, you're very strong, you're very beautiful, and your energy don't say this because I want to be nice. No, your energy reminds me very much so of Gemini, and maybe Sagittarius, because purely you have got a very strong power of your mind. When it comes to achievement, when it comes to making certain decision, you go for it, and you don't allow anything on the outside to actually try to stop you or to block you or to change your mind. This is a very, very powerful streak that you actually have. So this is one of your very amazing powers, because you stick to your thing and you keep going. You can forget about that thing in particular. Like you can even pay attention to everything that's happening around you, but you're still going to kind of get there no matter what. So this is an important here moment in time, because you're going to make you're going to hear about certain success, material attainment, and you're going to find yourself in an advanced level, and that is going to be a moment in time when you're going to make a certain decision, and this decision is coming from some kind of conclusion of the problem, annoying problem that is going to start changing here. Okay, so October 2020 is going to be huge. October 2020, I'm not saying you have to wait until October 2020. No, I'm saying after this moment in time, October 2020 is going to be the actual day that is going to be connected to this particular spiritual seed which you're going to plant, which you're going to start, which you're going to begin. Watch this space. Okay, and what I was going to say to you and recommend to you, of course, Tiger's Eye, my gorgeous new pendants. Look how gorgeous they are. My gorgeous little teardrop pendants, and this is Tiger's Eye, comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. It's very important, and it's very good to actually protect yourself against evil eye or all sorts of like a negativity, but most importantly, when the vibration is very enhanced, when it comes to your own success, when it comes to your own career, when it comes to your money, security and power, this is also have got the ability to actually make this vibration even more powerful. And therefore Tiger's Eye has been worn not only against evil eye, but for the actual success, to attach yourself to this particular vibration, and just to help you to make the right decision, because at the same time it has got this wonderful grounding effect on you as well. It's something that I would highly suggest you to wear throughout January and February indeed. And if you buy things from my channel, you're also of course supporting my channel as well. To buy this, the link is in the description below, of course. Another date that I was going to say to you, it's going to happen on the 15th of January. On the 15th of January, you're going to have an important opportunity. That opportunity is going to be absolutely fantastic, but it's most certainly going to be rather challenging, or it's going to seem like quite challenging, but on another hand, it's just going to basically be like very much so to do with a certain request. But it's just going to be like a challenge, but it's not going to start right there and then, but most certainly it's going to become like a very important food for thoughts for you, because you will know that this is going to be followed by a very important hope, faith, inspiration, all the invitation opportunity. When you hear it, to start with, you're not going to be too sure, like you're going to be like, oh yeah, I don't know, but then again, it's going to be followed by this amazing bright prospects that are going to be so strong, and it's going to make you feel like very optimistic indeed. And you know how you're going to know this? You're gonna have an omen, of course, that you are going to have an omen again. It's just amazing. Your January 2020, your 2020 year is starting with an omen, and this is nothing that surprises me, because it is just, as I said, it's going to be very powerful and very strong and very important year for you. And you will have an omen, and that omen is going to confirm this to you. It's going to come in the form of an animal, but that animal can be any animal, but this animal in particular is going to make a contact with you. It's going to look at you, or it's going to become the part of your energy, part of your aura, part of your dimension, and it's going to be very significant for you to remember what you were thinking around that time, because most certainly it's going to help you to make a very wise decision. But first of all, you're going to need to realize this: when that animal appears around you, you will know that it's time to move on. Okay, and very important also, it's all about the patience, something that you will know that you're going to need to have a patience, but most certainly something very important, it's going to be revealed to you here, but you will need to kind of think about a certain compatibility, what is blocking you, what is preventing you to feel free, and also adjustment that you will know how to do and what to do, which is going to come through the certain influence as well, through the right person who's going to inspire you. Wow! Okay, that was on the 15th of January. The third date that is going to be like, ooh la la, rather vavavoomish when it comes to you, it's actually going to be the 31st of January. But this is also going to come, the situation is going to arise and it's going to require from you to make a necessary effort. But what is going to happen is that you will feel a certain unwillingness to make an effort, okay? But it's so important that whatever goes in your life, Aquamarine is on the 31st of January, whatever goes in your life that requires certain edit from you, but you will feel like, oh God, I can't be bothered, no, I don't want to do this again, it's not going to work. This is where the little secret is going to start flying. This is where little butterfly moment is going to happen and manifest right in front of your very own eyes. Very important, because you're going to be wise. You're going to be wise like an owl, a wise owl moment you will have at the same time. Therefore, you will basically want to do something. You're going to need to do something that you're unwilling to do. Whatever it is, that is not too bad, of course, but whatever it is, just please go for it. It's so important, and it's going to come with a little tricky bit where you will think, oh no, unwilling, and that it's going to shake you up to its core. It's so important because at the same time, this is going to become rejuvenation, which is going to require readjustment, but it's going to lead towards regeneration and rebirth. So important because it's going to lead towards the biggest accomplishment that you had in a long time. And this is all about the safety, and this is all about the overburden feeling and stress that you had around this subject, and this caused you some crisis and calamity and conflict and domination, and you had to go and you had to go and you had to go, keep going until you reach a certain point. You were very smart, you were very clever, but this is going to be your outcome. Very good, because it's going to happen with a completely different vibration, with a completely different balance, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Never mind the fact that you are getting your justice at the same time, my gorgeous Aquamarinis. Very, very important indeed. Okay, so now going on the very first part of January 2020, it's so good, it's good. I'm not saying that you were enslaved or anything like that, but I think that Aquamarinis were not trying to please certain people that they shouldn't please, but you just had to be very careful. You just had to wait for your own moment. It just became like a very much so that you kind of blocked yourself, you restricted yourself, and once you restrict yourself, then it's just kind of very hard and very difficult to be yourself, and you're confused, you bring yourself down, you are surrounded by the negativity, but you are the only one who can help yourself, because you need to be the one who's going to take a little candle around you and just illuminate the whole situation. Important, because through your own skill, through what you do, what you want to do, what you like doing, it's going to be the way out. Just remember, through what you do, through what you like doing, just keep going, because you're about to reach a very, very high trampoline. And once you jump from this trampoline, nothing is ever going to be the same. Watch this space, because you're also at the same time going to realize a certain skill about you that it's going to require from you. Hello, you forgot about me. Certain skill, certain part of you, it's going to require from you to work on a little bit harder. That in itself is going to reveal a very important stage when it comes to the success. You're going to hear something, it's so good about your own success, realization, about security, and that is going to be connected to future planning, but it's all about success, future planning, and it's getting to the very important stage of completion. You'll be wondering maybe yes or no, how you can go, what you can do, should you do something different, should you maybe reach the new stage, but relevant to your particular situation, and the answer is most certainly yes. Very good, but you're going to feel very proud, you're going to feel very, very great when it comes to the certain accomplishment, success, and that is going to provide you with an opportunity that you wouldn't normally have. Certain traveling journey, it's also going to take place. Very important for you to meditate and ground at the same time. By the time you get to the second part of January 2020, it's all about a certain authority person, somebody who is very authority figure in your life, somebody who is very authority figure in your life, very successful, very powerful in many different ways. It's going to tell you something and it's going to surprise you, but it's going to be good. It's going to be really good, and it's going to make you feel so much better about yourself, and it's going to be the great. And that in itself, it's also going to be connected to your strength, force, activity, power, and most certainly it's going to make you feel very deep emotional. It's going to give you a very deep emotional feeling, because it's just going to make you feel like you are going to really realize here that you're reaching a very important stage in your life where you're going to need to make a significant decision, and that decision is going to reflect on you and people around you. Okay, so you will really want to make this right. Okay, but it's all about the balance that it's going to come through your own practical and security, which is just practicality and security, which is just going to help you change things, you know. At the same time, very important person, it's about to walk into your life, stranger in the night. But somebody very significant, it's about to start walking into your life at this moment in time. But also at the same time, you will really want to kind of expand your own spirituality, and you are going to want to be in the circle, and you will be in the circle, and you will want to kind of explore your own spirituality. And there is someone very special that is actually going to start happening around here to you in your life, coming to this particular energy direction, dimension that's going to be very important for you indeed. But it's a victory. The mid part of January 2020 is just so good, because you're reaching an important stage, my gorgeous Aquamarinis. 2020 is going to change everything, and at this moment in time, you will know that 2020 is just literally going to change everything. Victory. Just remember, victory. Okay. On another hand, it's about to do with the justice. At the same time, justice, the process that you were waiting, you were worrying about. Maybe perhaps other people had to make a decision, but most certainly your justice is coming. This is very good. It's very important, but at the same time, it's bringing you a proper balance. Okay. You will also kind of learn something about yourself, and that new learning stage and experience, it's also going to really motivate you. New motivation is going to come through like that, and some kind of advice as well. At the same time, it's going to require from you kind of like to gather your thoughts, you know. So never overreact. Do not overreact with anything. And if you get like, oh my god, I'm not too sure what to do, just make sure you go to the forest, to the nature, by the water. Water is going to have a super special and powerful effect on you throughout January, my gorgeous Aquamarinis indeed. But you know what, it's just like by the time you get to the last part of January 2020, it is just like a basically so good, because it's an important stage for the new beginnings. Like if you want to change your work, change your career, change your job, maybe the last part of January will be absolutely superb, because this is going to be the time when you're going to be the most powerful. If you want to talk about important things, do it at the end of January. If you want to sort out the problems with the people who you find like, do it at the end of January, because you will be on top of your game, you will be on top of your energy, and also you will surprise yourself with certain reactions. You know what I like? The end of January, it's just literally going to change everything. You know, it's like you're going to find yourself on a very advanced level when it comes to money, security, financial situation is just going to really start being very, very good. And you're going to start finding yourself in a really great way, great place when it comes to security, you know. And this is really good, because at the same time, the whole new hope is coming through. And this is all about the bright prospect. The end of January, it's also going to bring you a bright prospect, and it's very important to say that the bright prospect is going to be mentally, emotionally, and physically such a good stage for you, such an advanced stage for you, because at the same time, it's going to make you feel so good, optimistic, absolutely fantastic, wowoomish moment in time. But at the same time, it's going to give a spiritual slap, and it's going to remind you, what do you need to get from the past? You used to do something in your past, and you you should be doing it right now, but you're not. And this also kind of stopped when you kind of like were going through lots of negativities and problems, and maybe you just kind of forgot about a certain stage and certain part of your life. So there is something from the past that is going to come through. It's going to bounce back, and it's also going to come through your dreams as well. On one hand, it's also going to help you to make a decision with like an annoying problem, but it is to bring an insight. But most certainly it's just going to be the combination and mixture of things that are going to have a very important and relevant starting point when it comes to you, my gorgeous aquamarinis. On another hand, you know, then the end of January is just going to be very sacred. Do some kind of ritual or something like that. Is so good. You can thank your spirits, thank your angels, you know, thank the universe. It's going to be so good, because a very hard stage of your life, it's coming to an end when you felt that you were controlled by other people, by other entities, by other negative people that are very much so very negative and part of this control. So this is coming to an end, and it's brilliant. And it's not only about that, it's about moderation. You know, you're going to need to do something slightly longer, but that doesn't matter, because most certainly the timing is going to be just perfect, and the actual extent, you know, of this situation, it's not going to be as long as you thought that it's going to be, and you will be able to see the end. And that is going to mark a very important stage in your life, and the whole new synchronicity is going to come through. But most certainly it's all about your own transformation, your own focus, which is going to bring you this wonderful, amazing, beautiful change, which is going to inspire you like there is no tomorrow. But it's the big wish, big dream, big part of your life. It's about to start changing here, that you were waiting, you were hoping, and it's just going to inspire you like there is no tomorrow. And most certainly it's going to lead towards the swift change. Here you will know, you will learn, you will find out the certain timing that is going to be so important to you. But most certainly in particular certain timing when it comes to an unfoldment of a very particular stage of your life that was very, very slow, very bizarre, very strange, and it affected you in a very stress way, you know, in a stress ways. Like when it comes to your stress levels, it gave you lots of overburdened feelings. So now this is going to be a very important stage when it comes to you getting the timing right, you getting your timing, you get a sense of direction, sense of dimension through that, which is most certainly going to enhance your power, make you very creative, and also bring you so much happiness into your life. It's the time of reward, and I can see that you are going to reward yourself at the end of January. You will be able to reward yourself in the ways that you didn't think that it's going to happen just yet. Absolutely fantastic, brilliant, and I'm already getting rather excited for you, my gorgeous aquamarinis. Another thing that I was going to say to you is to get like something like a black obsidian. Look at this beauty here, black obsidian. This is part of my new lines as well. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel. But most importantly, black obsidian is very powerful and very like a must have when you are so spiritually open. January will be very spiritual month for you, you know. And it's very important because you are really going to be provided with all sorts of shortcuts when it comes to your dimensions, your direction, and you will be aware of things that you wouldn't be aware normally. So that is coming through the different dimensions, through your spirit guides, your guardian angels are going to be guiding you throughout. So spiritually you will be very much so open. So when you're open spiritually, you find out lots of informations because of the grounding and power and psychic energy. But on another hand, you're open, and then you make yourself vulnerable at the same time to all sorts of other entities around. So this is why black obsidian, it's absolutely perfect, because it's going to protect you, it's going to help you with your grounding, and it's going to help you to remember your dreams. It's going to help you a lot when you're surrounded by the people that you don't trust. You know, when you're surrounded by the people that are draining your energy, I highly recommend to wear this in January and February, or when you feel like a little bit uneasy, when you feel scared, when you feel bizarre, when you feel like nervous. You know, black obsidian is just going to cut through right perfectly and make sure sure that you get the balance right, balance correct through your own grounding. So this is something that I highly recommend you to wear. And also, as I said, the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen for those of you in relationships. You know what, Aquamarinis, this is fantastic moments in time for those of you in relationship, because something to do with the prosperity, something to do with the power, something to do with lots of money, something to do with the good energy. You see, it's going to come from both of you. I say something because this is going to be big, very important, very significant stage of your life. You and your partner are both going to be responsible for this particular stage that you're coming through, that you're actually getting, and that particular stage is going to provide you with the security and power that you wouldn't normally have. Very, very good. And also it's going to lead, Six of Swords, it's also going to lead towards a very particular stage, very important stage, you know, but before you do that stage, it's just going to be the little problem that you're both going to do, you're both going to need to sort out. It's the problem that it's going to require for your attention, and that was like kind of bothering you and being above both of you for the last 6 months. But this is good because the actual realization, like how important stage is going to happen to both of you, it's just going to open up your eyes, you know, towards the new possibilities that are going to kind of make you feel so good. And it's going to kind of on another hand, going to be very powerful time in your life to deal with like an issue and problem that you would normally find like very like, oh god, annoying. But now when something so good is going to unfold here, it's just going to kind of give you a vavavumish feeling and energy to look forward to the new things instead of like just like kind of maybe focusing on negativity. The bottom line is you're reaching a very important stage when it comes to your security and power, money, finances, but you're both relevant in this stage, in this part, in this dimension, in this direction. So you will make a very important decision by the end of the month, but it's going to be good. And it's all to do with you going on the next stage, but also at the same time rewarding yourself, and also confirmation which way to go. Okay, so now Aquamarinis, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I am going to focus on those of you that are single and ready to mingy. Stranger in the night, da 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 da, Aquamarini in the morning, na 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 na, stranger in the night, da 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 da, stranger in the night, Aquamarini in the morning. Do you know, it's just so good. You see, this is so good. This is so important, very significant, and I can't even tell you how powerful this is actually going to be. It is the very strong force that it's about to enter your life. Not only you're about to meet someone absolutely like stranger in the night, some are very good, some are very brilliant, some are really nice, somebody very, very exciting. I say exciting because this is the energy that you actually needed. It's the energy that you needed so much. On one hand, there will be very like a really nice and optimistic and very, very powerful in so many different ways. The vibration is going to be very strong. It's going to reflect on you in that way, and that's why you will know that this is the right person, because they're going to make you feel rather vavavumish, you see. But this is purely to do with the way you feel, the way they make you feel when you come across them. You know, you just feel so open, you feel so adventurous, you feel so happy, you feel so excited, and these are the signs, you know, when your energy is just absolutely superb and very well balanced around someone like this. But on another hand, it's going to be somebody very important and very significant that is about to enter your life, somebody very powerful and very successful, and somebody who is from some kind of like a very important, like some kind of family, somebody who's very successful, you know, and it's very significant because that person is also going to walk into your life when you're surrounded by certain people who are making you feel very spiritually good, and who are making you feel optimistic and positive. But there are some of them that are going to come from a completely new ways, new journeys, new paths, but then some of them are going to be the part of your old journeys and old paths. This is going to be the moment when you're going to feel very calm, when you're going to feel very nice, when you're going to feel very relaxed, you know, being surrounded by the new people, but also like a very unusually relaxed when you're surrounded by the new people. Normally you will be like, okay, not as relaxed, but this is all because the energy is just going to be so good, so perfect, perfect, so brilliant, and it's going to be something very familiar when it comes to you. But the bottom line is you are about to meet someone very specific, very, very, very special, okay? And that person is going to be somebody who is going to be very influential person in your life. So for those of you aquamarinis that are single and ready to mingle, prepare to be swept off your feet, because once you meet this one, it's going to be like, ooh la la. Prepare for something really, really special indeed. And you thought I forgot, but I didn't. Sorry. You thought I forgot, but I didn't. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, my little aquamarinis are going to have time of your life. My gorgeous aquamarinis, I love you all so much. Happy New Year 2020. I cannot believe that we are in 2020 already, and I wish you all the best. And also thank you ever so much for sticking with me all this time. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of healing, love and light to every single one of you, okay, my gorgeous aquamarinis? I'm sending you lots of healing, brightest blessings, lots of love and light to every single one of you. Okay, my gorgeous aquamarinis, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, na 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 na, pa pam pa 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 da dam pa pa da da pa pa dam pam pa. Love you. Bye.